So is it real? Like, can you really legitimately make money, cash, from a smartphone? Well, today I'm going to show you how you can do that, and not only that, but how you can actually make $20 to even $30 per hour or more from your smartphone. Stick with me, stay tuned. This is going to be fun. Okay guys, so we are back, and like I said, today we are talking about how to make $20 to $30 or even more with one of these things. You know, the little things that we can't seem to let go of, and it can't seem to find itself away from us even when we don't want it. Anyways, you know, but awesome tool, right? Because we're talking about how to make money. And today I wanted to bring this video to you. I was actually surprised that I had not done so yet. Kind of a little disappointed in myself, right? Until a couple days ago, where I was clicking through some emails, trying to get rid of some emails. I had a little bit of downtime, like a half an hour or so from the moment to the meeting I had to be at, which was about 30 minutes. And so I started trying to get rid of emails. And then I clicked on one, and then I clicked on the link because it was a company that I made some money with before. And so I was like, you know what, let me make a few bucks. So anyways, I want to share that company and also a few others with you today. And basically, all this is, guys, is browsing the internet, browsing the internet and watching videos and stuff like that, and getting paid simply to give our feedback about what we're doing. I think this is so awesome because, guys, the requirements, I'm going to share the requirements with you. I'm going to give you a quick sneak peek at these websites, and talk a little bit quickly about the money, right, that you could possibly be making. And I like this because I truly feel that just about anyone who is actually seeing this video can definitely do this and make some money, right? So I wanted to share this with you because it's I don't know if it's the easiest way I've ever made money online, but definitely one of the easiest ways. And I think you'll understand what I mean. So basically, when I say, getting paid to browse websites and to watch videos, right? You name a company out there that you're aware of, right? And they probably have a website. Well, all these companies, guys, they are using their websites to sell their products and their services, right? And every company has a certain audience that they want to target, right? And what they do is they're spending millions of dollars a year testing out the websites, right? And other ways they market, right, to their audiences. And what they're starting to do, or I don't know how long this has been around, but like I said, I've been doing it for about 1.5 years, where these companies will pay other companies to, basically create like these tests, list these tests on their platforms, and then have people like yourself and I go on there, take these tests, complete specific tasks within these tests, and give our feedback by simply just thinking out loud. So they say, hey, go click on the menu page, and while you're on the website, you go to the home page, and then it says click on the menu. Then all you're going to do is basically think, okay, what are you thinking at that moment? Oh, well, let me locate the menu. Where do I see it? Oh, upper left-hand corner. Okay, that was pretty easy. And you're just saying this out loud. That's it. Like, for every task that they ask you to do, you follow those instructions, and you're thinking, whatever you're thinking, you're just saying it. So easy, guys. So now, one thing I'm pretty sure you all have, the question you would all have is, what is required? Now, I'm going to show you one of the websites right here, right now, to answer that question. So here we are, we're on my computer, and this is a site, usertesting.com, one of the biggest and best companies out there, guys, for this kind of, this opportunity, right? Usertesting.com is very well known, very reputable. And what I want you all to also know, guys, the reason why I'm giving user testing, and I'm also giving you 3 more sites here today, and there are lots of these sites that exist, lots of these platforms that do this, but these 4 I'm giving you today are sites that I've checked out the reviews, the ratings. I've made money with them personally, these 4, right? And I'm talking about money, like cash. We're not talking discounts, in-store discounts. I'm not talking coupons. I'm not talking gift cards, right? Like cash via PayPal that you can put into your bank account. Okay, so this is really, really awesome and legit companies that I'm giving you here today to do this. So you definitely want to check out all 4 of these ones. So again, User Testing is one of the best ones and top ones out there that I'm aware of. And you can, here you see it says, you know, we're on the Get Paid to Test tab, earn up to $60 per test, visit a website or an app to complete a set of tasks, speaking your thoughts out loud, get paid. That easy, that simple, right? Okay, how it works. Get $10 via PayPal for every 20-minute video you complete. User Testing pays you to visit websites or apps, complete a set of tasks, and speak your thoughts out loud. Down below, you can see some of their clients, more than 700,000 tests taken for users like companies like Apple, Microsoft, eBay, Dropbox, Facebook. I mean, the list goes on and on. Now, again, what are the requirements to get started? So as you can see here, what do I need to get started? A PC or Mac, an internet connection, and a microphone, right? You can also, there's also tests specifically for iPads, Android powered tablets as well, and then smartphone, iOS or Android, okay? 18 years old, able to speak English fluently. You pretty much have it there, right? Oh, and then another one is to be able to download their software, their recording software on your devices, right? Okay, so if you have those few things, guys, or if you have the ability to do that, that's it. You're done. Like, you have what it takes. All you need to be able to do now is basically do what they ask by following the task and speaking out loud what you're thinking. Okay, so what I do want to touch on is that when you initially sign up with these sites, there's an initial, like, basically screening process, right? You're going to be asked to actually do a quick test, kind of like a demo test, right? And basically what they do with this is it helps get you a rating with the companies, right? So, you know, they're going to ask you to basically do like a practice test where they're going to give you a few different tasks to do, and you're going to go through the process. At the end of that, they're going to give you a rating, right? You know, 1 star, 5 star, whatever their different, you know, rating systems are. Anyways, the higher the rating, the better, and you want absolutely the very best rating. So how do you do that? When you start and you sign up, you want to make sure you have equipment right there, the proper, obviously the necessary equipment. On top of that, you want to make sure that it's working correctly and that there will be no issues, okay? And then lastly, you want to make sure that when you're speaking, obviously they all require you to speak your thoughts out loud, that you're speaking clearly, okay? And that you're speaking continuously, right? Don't let it be 30, 40 seconds go, it says click on the menu button, and then you're looking around, you're having trouble finding the menu button, but you're not saying nothing until you finally say, oh, okay, after 45 seconds, there it goes. All right, you don't want to do that. What you want to do is, you know, if it says click on the menu button, initially you scan, okay, let me see, you know, I'm on the upper left hand, not in the upper right hand. I'm scrolling down to some of the page. I'm not seeing anywhere in the center. Let me scroll all the way down to the bottom. You swipe all the way down to the bottom. Hey, I don't see no menu button there either. Yeah, this is a little difficult. It's not all that fun. Not too easy to find. Okay, so that's just an example. That's what you want to be doing, though. You want to be speaking these thoughts out loud. And that will contribute also to the rating, get you a higher rating. The higher the rating, the more opportunity for test you have. That you will be granted, okay? So going back into the websites, how much money can you make? Or how much money can I make? Well, User Test is a great way to earn a few extra dollars on the side. Won't make you rich. Number of opportunities received will depend on a number of factors such as your demographics and the quality rating. So again, I'm using, we're only looking at User Testing right now. Because there's so much information here on their home screen that I can share with you. But each one of the other 3 sites that I'm going to share with you also all pretty much have the same requirements, and you go through the same process when setting up your profile, setting up your account, and then also what's going to be required of the process of taking specific tasks or qualifying to take specific tasks once you start. Okay, so you know, when it talks about demographics, aside from the initial rating, that quick like demo video. When you first start, they're going to ask you specific questions based on your demographic. Are you male, female, Are you married, single, have children, how many, what's your profession, do you work, are you a business owner, what's your annual income, or it could be monthly income, stuff like that. They may vary a little bit, but all the questions for each one of these sites are going to be along those lines, okay? And I highly encourage you to definitely answer them correctly and accurately, all right? Because what you don't want to do is maybe get yourself like disqualified, so to speak, from taking any test or using these platform, okay? You want to answer them honestly. And one thing that I thought was, well, what are the right answers? What answers would I need to give to be able to qualify for the most amount of tests? I haven't looked that far into it, guys, to see like what kind of test or what companies or what demographic is targeted the most by all the companies that may go through this one platform, that provide the most amount of tests and stuff like that. I haven't done all that. Answer them accurately and correctly based on yourself, and I will show you a way, kind of like a little hack to increase the amount of tests you get to take. Okay, so we'll get there shortly, but those are just some of the questions that will be asked of you when you're setting up your profile. So let's go on to the next one. Or actually, I'm going to show you real quickly. This is what I guess you can call like the back office of user testing. But you'll see here, you have tests. This is just a list of tests that are available. This one specifically available for iOS or Android smartphones. So you would have to go onto the user testing app that you would download onto your cell phone, your smartphone, to be able to take this specific test, or specifically for smartphones. This one is for desktop or laptop computers. So you can go ahead, I'm on a desktop, I could go here and click the screener. Another thing about this is that now we already have our profile. These are tests that are available to me. But what I would have to do is to take, one of these specific tests that's for a laptop or desktop would be to click on Take Screener. Now, most of these tests will have an additional screener, and very few won't. So very few will be like, oh, this is the test, go ahead and take it, and you can take it. Most of them have this, a few extra questions that have to be asked. And the reason why these companies do this is because for a specific test, they're targeting a specific demographic, and they just want to see if you fit that demographic, right? If they're looking for responses or interaction from, say, a real estate investor for their website, then if you're in the construction industry or anything outside of the real estate, profession, you might not qualify for that test because you're not going to be able to give accurate feedback in the way in which they need, right, for that specific test, because they're looking for people in the real estate profession. Okay, so that's what these additional screeners are when it comes to specific tests. Okay, next we have Validately. Now, Validately is so Validately is another, just like user testing and the other ones I'm going to share with you, also very reputable. One of the top companies out there doing this with clients like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Allstate. How does it work? Sign up. You'll be asked to provide basic demographic information, like I stated before. Start taking tests. You'll receive test offers via email. So most of these companies, that's how you're notified, via email. Some of them, if you're near your desktop or your laptop and you permit like notifications, just like most of us have for our cell phones, they also do it for desktop and laptops too. But if you're not near that, most of my notifications come through email, and that's how I know there's tests available on these various platforms for me to take. So they send you out emails that might say, hey, get paid $10 for a 10-minute, test. A test that'll take you 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is. Some of them don't necessarily list the dollar amount for a specific test. They just say new test available. Click on, go into your login and see if you qualify to take that test. Stuff like that. And 3, get paid for the test you successfully complete. All right. Then it goes into questions. This is on Validately. I'm going to go on to the next one. This one is userlytics.com. Same thing, get paid to test websites and apps. Pretty much the same process. Register, earn money, start taking tests, interact with mobile and web sites, and get paid via PayPal. So 5, 10, 15, 20, even $90 for having fun, expressing opinions while navigating the web. I mean, this is insane, right? You can make up to $90 on Userlytics. How it works, same as before, be paid part-time basis, check usability in apps or website, test from home on your own time or whenever you're free, and you receive compensation. Same old, same old. Really simple, easy stuff. This is trymyui.com. Again, same thing. Get paid to use websites and apps and give your honest feedback. So as you can see, the registration, the sign up process is very, very simple. Like I said before, the requirements for your hardware, your computers, your tablets, your smartphones are pretty much all the same across all these platforms. The requirements for signing up, pretty much the same, 18 years old plus. What else? Able to speak fluently in English and to be able to speak out loud. If you have these simple pieces of equipment that are required, if you're 18 years old and you can speak in English, and some of these sites have where you don't have to be based in the United States. You can be outside of the country. Some of them require that you have an IP address tied to the United States though. So for those of you who don't, I suggest getting a VPN, a virtual private network. That way it can be tied here to the United States, so there's no issue. You could be pretty much anywhere in the world and still take these tests. All right, but you have to, definitely check each one of these platforms, these sites for their specific requirements. Like I said, the general requirements for them are pretty much all the same, just about. So try them out, guys. This is an awesome way to make some additional money, and nothing difficult. No kind of specific skill sets required. No extra equipment that you probably will need, because like I said, I believe that most of you, if you're watching this, you probably have this equipment or access to it anyways, okay? So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to bring this to you. Start trying it out. If you're someone who has already tried out any of these sites, or even this type of income stream, right? Just generating a few extra bucks. If you're using any site similar to this or doing this web and app testing and getting paid for it, let us know what your experience has been like by leaving us a comment below. If there's other sites that we should be aware of, we can share with people, let us know also in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, and definitely hit that red subscribe button and the bell notification next to it so that you don't miss when we bring you new content. With that said, this is Brian with Revenue Pro Tips. See you next week. Peace.